Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today, August 11th, 2025, Monday Night Raw review. I don't like to come on here and lie about watching shows and, give reviews, just put a video up and get some views on the view count and things like that to try and stay relevant. Normally, when I don't watch a show, I try to come out and basically say that I didn't watch the show. Today was my birthday. We went out for my birthday dinner. I watched Raw from 5 until 6. And I paused the show thinking that when I came home from dinner tonight, I would want to watch the last hour and a half of Monday Night Raw. I don't know why I did it, but I checked Twitter and basically saw the reaction to the end of Raw and was like, oh, they did a good one today. Basically, I gotta see what's going down. And I went over to the Wrestling Observer and I read, I guess, Meltzers Monday Night Raw Report. And Monday Night Raw ended for the 4th week in a row with a disqualification thrown out match. We're having matches that we can't even have finishes to. To me, honestly, it just reminds me of just the 50-50 booking that we had in the past. I love Seth Rollins. I love Bron Breakker. I love Bronson Reed. I love the heel group. I'm trying to think. I know that Seth Rollins got beat by LA Knight. I know that I think Bronson Reed lost a match via disqualification, but he kicked so much ass that a lot of people thought that he won the match in the long run. So this team is lost. But WWE keeps on putting this team out there like they're unbeatable, even though they're never winning their matches. They're just getting them thrown out via disqualification. Tonight's Monday Night Raw, it opened with CM Punk coming out to the ring, talking about his thoughts about winning the championship and what it felt to hold that belt in his hands and how he wants it back. And he was interrupted by LA Knight. And LA Knight made his way down to the ring and basically said that CM Punk is owed a rematch and he deserves to be there. But last week, he was given a World Heavyweight Championship shot and he thought he was going to win it, only for CM Punk to interfere and get his match thrown out. So both of these guys think that they're owed. CM Punk thought that he was saving LA Knight by making sure that he didn't get his head kicked in from on top of the announce table, and I thought that he was doing more help than good. Later on in the night, Jey Uso was delivering a promo, and he was interrupted by LA Knight. So everybody thinks that they deserve to be inside of the mix. Once we get down to the main event, we had Seth Rollins run in, causing disqualification. Adam Pearce threw his hands up in the air, basically saying that he can't run a show like this. Now we got the neighbors' music just blasting out. But Adam Pearce, he made a ruling that because of tonight's disqualification, Seth Rollins is going to put his title on the line in a fatal 4-way at Clash in Paris. It will be Seth Rollins defending against CM Punk, LA Knight, and Jey Uso. I understand the whole LA Knight. I understand, he got a win against Seth Rollins. He's the last guy to beat him. CM Punk was your former World Heavyweight Champion before being cashed in on. I don't really understand how Jey Uso fits into the whole deal. I understand somebody has to take the pin here. I think it's way too early for a championship change. I don't think that we're going to be getting Rollins dropping this title anytime soon. But I don't understand why they're taking us away from Punk not being close to the title, other than they just don't want to beat CM Punk. I really think that CM Punk is your odds-on favorite to win the 2026 Royal Rumble. That's why I was so glad that he went to Night of Champions when people thought that he wouldn't go over to Saudi Arabia, because that's where the Rumble is going to be. We have a fast-turning Bayley, which is very different from what happened last week, from her trying to be friends with Bird Girl, Lyra Valkyrie. I'm guessing it's going to be a slow turning heel turn where she thinks that she's trying to be friendly, and I think she's just going to lead up to her having like a Joker like snap. Naomi was supposed to defend the WWE Women's Championship. It was talked about last night. It was put out on Twitter again today, and very shortly before Raw went on the air, they came out and said that Naomi wasn't going to be able to defend her championship tonight. They would have news during the show, and they would update us as the story came along. So I thought it was going to be a storyline on the show. Naomi honestly was only mentioned by Finn Balor and the Judgment Day, bringing it up to Raquel and Roxanne. Roxanne ended up filling in, and she had a match against Io Sky. She actually was able to beat Io Sky, thanks to the Kabuki Warriors coming down and sort of screwing the thing up. Roxanne getting a singles win, honestly, is huge. Just kind of builds on to how big of a year she's really been having in 2025. Other than that, we had El Grande, Americano, and Dominic teaming up in a tag match against AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. I don't understand. I think El Grande Americano was added to the four-way. I thought it was somebody else that was supposed to be in the four-way that was from AAA that was going to, like a Mexican luchador that was going to be in there. Now it's Vikingo, El Grande Americano, Dominic, and Dragon Lee is the four-way. So it's 3 WWE guys going down there who already have a ton of heat for basically trying to change Mexican wrestling and not wanting to listen to the Americans come down there and try and tell them what's good and what's not. So we'll see how this really works out, but I really think AJ Styles is definitely, I made a reference and a joke to it yesterday, but I really think he's going to be a part of that show somehow, even if he is just going down there to make sure that Dominic doesn't win. I think they really want us watching. It's going to be on their YouTube stream. It's going to be in English and Spanish. Corey Graves is going to be the voice of it with JBL. So they do have huge, high hopes for this. And to tell you the truth, when I was coming Sheamus versus Sami Zayn. The Sheamus versus Sami Zayn match was interfered in by the MFTs, by Solo Sikoa, your United States champion. Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa have not crossed paths since the Bloodline. Sami Zayn has only talked about wanting to be a world heavyweight champion. So for the United States champion to come down and start beef with him and be showing off that he's the United States champ, I got no clue where this storyline is going. I don't think they have any clue what they're doing with Sami Zayn. The match basically got broken up because of the NFTs and the Bloodline. And then as soon as that disqualification happened, Sheamus came running down and he started fighting with Rusev. They went into the crowd, even after Adam Pearce warned him that they can't, be going out there and trying to ruin the shows by just constantly fighting and going at it like that. So, I don't know, man. We'll have to see what's going down with Raw. But yeah, 4th week, disqualification ending. Crazy times, WWE, man. Crazy times.